the voices of women and children with disabilities, with funding support from AD International, from the Disability Justice Fund, has brought together women from the various disability organizations and the women-led disability movement to build our capacities towards the ratification of the African Disability Protocol by the President of Ghana. This is because the African Disability Protocol has been enforced in June 3rd, 2024 by the African Union to protect and defend the rights of persons with disabilities, taking into consideration the unique challenges that face Africans with disabilities, and it takes into consideration the African context in viewing disability, taking into consideration our beliefs, our practices, that the 15 countries that were supposed to ratify it for it to become a law have ratified it. But Ghanaians with disabilities, especially women and girls with disabilities, are not benefiting from the law because the government has not yet ratified the law. So today we are building the capacities of these individuals so that we can all rally support as movements to advocate for the ratification of the African Disability Protocol by the government of Ghana. So what we've done is that today we've developed an action plan. We've also developed some messages that we are going to go to stakeholders that matters in ratifying the protocol, like the Gender Ministry, the Foreign Affairs Ministry, the Disability Caucus in Parliament, the President himself, and even through the Vice President and the National Council of Persons with Disabilities, letting them know how important this law is for persons with disabilities, and for that matter, women and children with disabilities. Because when you look at the Disability Act in Ghana, yes, it's a disability act for persons with disabilities, but it does not really have articles that specifically focuses on the unique needs of women with disabilities and caregivers of with children with disabilities. So we are going to meet with these stakeholders to have a talk with them to seek that they ratify it as soon as possible. And we are also going to post the messages that we've developed on the various social media platforms, WhatsApp, Twitter, LinkedIn. Talk about them. We are going to post them there to raise awareness and to draw the attention of duty bearers to the fact that women with disabilities, caregivers of children with disabilities, and children with disabilities are calling on the government to append a signature to the African Disability Protocol as soon as possible so we can enjoy our rights as women and children with disabilities in the country. And we are not only looking at the protocol, we are also looking at the Domestic Violence Act, the Act 732. The law is there to protect women and then children all over Ghana. But we realize that the unique needs of women with disabilities and children with disabilities are not included in the law. So we also had the opportunity of having a presentation from a DOPSU director, and then we are also trying to identify the gaps so we can also advocate for the voices of women with disabilities, their challenges and their experiences to be included in the law.